The blood moon rose. Zombies swarmed the earth. I just gave up. But my studio apartment actually mutated. Now I can survive without lifting a finger. The Ghost Festival 2056. A blood moon hung in the sky. Everywhere I looked, people were screaming and running. Cars crashed into massive pileups. Flames instantly engulfed the streets. On the news, I watched a zombie rip the anchor's throat out. Blood splattered the lens. I collapsed on the couch, my hands and feet trembling uncontrollably. With my weak immune system, fighting zombies is a joke. I catch a fever if the temperature drops a little. Instead of living in constant terror, maybe I should just go get bitten now. I grabbed a mop from the kitchen, tiptoed to the door, and peeked through the peephole. My neighbor was dragging himself down the hall. Chunks of flesh hung from his mouth. My scalp went numb. I didn't dare go out. I'm just a single person, with only a few cup noodles left. I might as well just wait to die. Accepting my fate, I lay down and slept peacefully. The next morning, I made myself a deluxe instant ramen, 2 sausages and an egg, a final tribute to my pathetic life. Staring at the steaming noodles, I shed a silent tear. If only I could have one last sip of ice-cold cola. But my fridge was empty. Just then, I heard water dripping. I walked into the kitchen. A dark liquid was dripping from the faucet. Figuring I'm going to die anyway, I dabbed my finger in it and took a lick. It tasted exactly like cola. Did the faucet mutate? Can I get some Sprite? Oh my god. It actually changed. Over the next 3 days, I realized it wasn't just the faucet. My entire apartment had mutated. So far, I've discovered the faucet dispenses whatever liquid I want. Hot water, cola, Sprite, coffee, milk. The wardrobe generates clothes that are fireproof, waterproof, and immune to freezing temps. The fridge updates its food supply at midnight, randomly snatching items from nearby locations. While everyone else was fighting for their lives, I was chilling on my couch, eating chips. Total survival mode. After a few lazy days indoors, just as I was about to dig into a steak, a heavy thud echoed from the front door. I peeked through the peephole. A bloodshot eye stared right back at me. The zombie neighbor was slamming his head against the door. Thud. Brother house, help! Instantly, a machine gun materialized in the hallway. Silver bullets shredded the zombie's head. The zombie exploded into ashes. But the danger wasn't over. The gunfire attracted a massive horde. They flooded the hallway. Brother house went to work. The zombies exploded one by one, like a brutal fireworks display. That same day, the city lost power. The air turned thick and scorching. I asked Brother House to show me the temperature. When I cracked the window, a blast of heat suffocated me. It was 50 degrees Celsius outside. The zombies on the street went completely berserk. Their roars echoed everywhere. Without Brother House, I'd definitely be one of them by now. A cold, mechanical voice echoed in my ear.
Eliminating enemies for you.
The machine gun reappeared. Bullets tore through the horde below. After the massacre, glowing gold cores littered the ground. The next second, the cores teleported straight into my living room. Whoa, telekinesis. Brother House, you leveled up. My eyes sparkled. Does that mean you have a human form? A flash of light, a tall, striking figure materialized.
As you wish.
Brother House, you really did mutate. You're gorgeous. He didn't speak. He just handed me a zombie core, gesturing for me to eat it. I hesitated. Can I actually eat this? He nodded. I picked it up, but couldn't bring myself to bite it. This came from a zombie's brain. What if it's infected?
Place it on your forehead,
he instructed. Skeptical, I pressed the core to my head. Within seconds, a chilling sensation pierced my skin. The core vanished. Suddenly, a surge of pure energy pulsed through my veins. I reached out, and a flawless ice crystal formed in my palm.
Yes, in the apocalypse, the only way to survive is to awaken powers.
Most people get them through radiation or zombie bites, and the success rate is only 5%. But I just used one core and unlocked my power. Brother House, you're a god. I excitedly threw my arms around him. I expected to hit cold metal, but he was completely warm. I could even hear his heartbeat echoing in his chest. Isn't he supposed to be a robot? A month later, massive tsunamis swallowed the land. Humanity was pushed to the brink of extinction. Without Brother House, I'd be dead. His daily routine, slaughtering zombies, cooking and cleaning. My daily routine, waking up, eating and binge-watching shows.
Breakfast is toast and milk. Do you need anything else?
This is perfect. Chewing my toast, I suddenly looked up. Brother House, do you think I should go outside and fight?
It's dangerous. He immediately refused.
But I have powers now too. Killing a couple of them should be easy. I've absorbed so many cores. I really want to test my strength.
You're very strong.
He answered briefly as always. Then what if there's an emergency and you're not around? I have to learn to protect myself.
I will always be here.
That one sentence filled me with absolute security. After breakfast, I went right back to chilling on the couch, sleeping and eating on repeat, with a gorgeous guy handling all the chores. This apocalypse life was paradise. A brutal thunderstorm raged for weeks. The heavy rain battered my windows, acting like a natural shield. It completely drowned out the screams outside. Survivors definitely passed by. Desperate people tried their luck, hoping to scavenge my supplies. Luckily, Brother House used his powers to camouflage our door. It saved us a ton of trouble. I wasn't afraid to fight, but I preferred the peace. The moment the rain finally stopped, sunlight pierced the clouds. I grabbed a bucket of popcorn, pulled Brother House onto the couch, and binged my favorite reality shows, just as the on-screen drama peaked. Crash! My balcony window shattered. Two figures suddenly burst in. I sprang up. Who's there? They actually breached Brother House's defenses. Their power levels must be insane. The two men stepped into my living room. Their faces were covered in fresh cuts. Their tactical gear was drenched in dark blood. The leader stood tall and commanding.
We deeply apologize for breaking in. We mean no harm. I'm Captain Liu Daong from the Central Base. This is my squad mate, Yang Tianzhen. We're here to deliver a code red evacuation order.
And you had to break my window for that? I asked.
We couldn't approach your door normally.
I glanced at Brother House. That's weird. Why didn't he stop them immediately? Sensing my confusion, Brother House stepped closer. He dropped 3 glowing purple cores right into my palm. His voice was totally flat.
Fight them to test your true strength.
Oh, he remembered what I said earlier. I wanted a worthy opponent to test my powers. I looked at Captain Liu. He was covered in blood, clearly heavily injured. Fighting him now felt totally unfair. Liu's eyes were glued to the purple cores. Yang gasped in pure shock. His voice trembled.
See, Captain, are those from the 3 apex zombies downtown?
Liu raised a hand to silence him, but he couldn't hide his absolute shock. He looked straight at me. Speaking rapidly, he said,
Nam, things are worse than we thought. We found a highly active mutant source beneath the city. Conventional weapons are useless. Command has ordered a total strike in 7 days. They are going to carpet bomb this entire city.
He paused. Outside the window, the brilliant sunlight was flooding the room. Blindingly bright.
This entire area will be wiped off the map.
7 days? I muttered. I just got my perfect, lazy life. My house is getting bombed. Brother House, throw them out. I refuse to be dragged away to some crowded, miserable shelter. I'd rather stay right here.
Wait, please reconsider.
Liu stepped forward, desperate but sincere.
The base will absolutely prioritize elite fighters like you. Your new housing will be just as good as this. You have my word as a soldier.
Before he could finish his sentence, an invisible force grabbed him and Yang and hurled them out the window. I turned to Brother House, tears welling up. Is this the end for us? Brother House remained perfectly calm. He gently wiped my tears with a tissue. Don't cry. Hearing his gentle voice just made me sadder. 7 days left. We need a bucket list. Brother House shook his head.
This apartment is just a vessel. I can just possess another one.
I snapped my head up, staring at him. You can do that? Why didn't you say so? Before I could process that bombshell, a loud clatter came from the balcony. Liu and Yang climbed right back in. They looked even more battered than before, but they stood perfectly straight. Liu stared at me with burning intensity.
The base needs your power. You two are our only hope.
I looked at their bleeding wounds and their stubborn refusal to quit. Then I looked at Brother House, standing there, practically invincible. The sunlight filled the room. Fine, I sighed. We'll go with you. After that, Liu went out to secure the area. He left Yang behind. to brief me on the base and the outside world. That afternoon, I heard commotion outside. I pulled back the curtains. A small group was gathering below. Soldiers in tactical gear, just like Liu, but mixed in the crowd, were terrified children and exhausted elderly people. Brother House, how many survivors are left in this area? A stream of data flashed across his eyes.
537. That's all that's left.
Yang snuck up beside me.
Ma'am, aren't you going to invite them up? You have food, and it's completely safe
I
here.
slowly turned to look at him. So what? Just because I'm strong and they're weak, it's my job to protect them? Just because I have food and shelter, I'm suddenly a charity? Handing out freebies? How do you know that once I let them in, they won't try to slaughter me for my supplies? My rapid-fire questions completely shut him up.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I was wrong.
Just go sit down. I'm no saint. And I don't trust human nature, especially not during an apocalypse. Once Yang backed off, I stormed into my room and grabbed a book to cool down.
Still angry.
I glanced over. Brother House walked in with my favorite snacks. Not angry. We just see things differently. Yang is naive. He hasn't suffered. He got superpowers on day one. And he has military backing. Having ideals is fine, but I don't. I grew up an orphan. I've seen how cold people can be. Trust and charity are luxuries I can't afford. Brother House sat silently beside me. He didn't speak, but his presence completely calmed my anxious heart. Half an hour later, a piece of paper covered in dense writing was slid under my door. I picked it up. It was a heartfelt apology letter from Yang. I opened the door. He was standing perfectly straight, his face bright red.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. In this apocalypse, no one owes anyone anything. I shouldn't have forced my ideals on you.
Seeing him look like he was about to spontaneously made my annoyance completely vanish. All right, I forgive you. He let out a massive sigh of relief. He followed me onto the balcony. After a moment of silence, his tone turned serious.
Ma'am, don't worry. Once we get to the base, I'll protect you.
And he wasn't bluffing. The uncompromising vice commander of the base was his actual father. A few peaceful days passed. Then, a piercing siren erupted without warning, followed by a cold, mechanical broadcast. 24-hour bombardment countdown initiated. All survivors must evacuate to designated coordinates. The three of us exchanged a look. Let's go. I took one last look at the little apartment that kept me safe. My eyes filled with tears. Goodbye home. Brother House already had the vehicle ready. It was fully loaded with supplies, enough to get us to the base. On the road, the scenery blurred past, a once thriving city of millions, reduced to absolutely nothing but rubble. Did you evacuate all the survivors? I asked.
Of course.
Yang replied, his voice a mix of youthful pride and sorrow.
Our military isn't just for show. We covered the retreat, cleared the zombies.
Just as he was bragging, the vehicle slammed on the brakes. Brother House's low voice cut through the silence.
Something's wrong. We haven't seen a single zombie this entire trip. It's too quiet.
The moment he spoke, a massive tremor ripped from deep underground. The road around us collapsed. Monstrous spikes shot up. Hold on, Yang yelled, instantly activating his flight power. The vehicle's free fall slowed, and we landed with a heavy thud. When the dust settled, we stepped out, only to find ourselves trapped in a colossal underground cavern. I looked around. A second later, zombies surged from every direction, a literal tidal wave of undead.
It's a horde.
Yang shouted, bracing himself. Brother House immediately stepped in front of me, shielding me. Let me try. I tugged on his shirt. He finally nodded.
All right. Be careful.
We faced outward, taking 3 sides. My ice powers went from clunky to utterly devastating. Yang unleashed the full force of his dual wind and flight abilities. Brother House was as lethal as ever. Wherever he aimed, zombies dropped in swaths. The horde was annihilated, leaving only a dense cloud of black mist in the distance. The mist slowly parted, revealing a pale, handsome face, but his eyes glowed with a bloodthirsty crimson light.
You guys are strong. See you next time.
Then, he vanished. Yang's eyes were wide with terror.
That was the Zombie King.
Brother House quickly drove us out of the cavern. 2 days later, we finally reached the base. Thanks to Yang's connections, our entry processing was completely smooth. I settled into my assigned apartment. After unpacking, Brother House cooked dinner. The food was as delicious as ever. I didn't stress about the Zombie King, because I knew, as long as Brother House was here, I had nothing to worry about. Life at the base gradually settled into a comfortable routine. In my free time, Brother House and I would join Yang on supply runs. Life was quiet but fulfilling until the catastrophic news of a zombie siege hit the base. We realized we had severely underestimated the Zombie King's intelligence. A sprawling horde appeared out of nowhere. The scale was beyond anything we'd ever seen. Even with the base's powerful awaken, the sheer number of zombies was overwhelming. The defense lines crumbled. Despair spread like a plague. Brother House suddenly looked at me and grabbed the bracelet on my wrist. A warm, massive surge of energy flooded my body.
Live well.
Then, he transformed into a beam of blue light, shooting into the sky, turning into a torrential snowfall that blanketed the battlefield. Shouts erupted from the military lines.
Commander, the snowflakes are only attacking the zombies. They're disintegrating on contact.
I stood frozen, staring at the falling snow. Tears blurred my vision. The base won the war that day. Back in my room, the bracelet on my wrist glowed faintly. A holographic projection materialized in the air. Brother House's image appeared.
Now, if you are seeing this, it means I am already gone. It was a pleasure meeting you. I am from a higher dimension. We predicted this apocalypse on Earth. My mission was to observe humanity's reaction to the disaster. But now, I just want you to live. So I sacrificed my core energy to save you all. Goodbye.
The hologram shattered. The light from the bracelet faded away. I became the strongest awakened in the world. This was his final gift to me. 3 years later, sitting on a rooftop, I looked up at the crystal blue sky. The city broadcast echoed.
Attention survivors.
The zombie vaccine has been successfully developed. Suddenly, the bracelet on my wrist pulsed with a soft light. I raised my hand, holding it up to the sun. A faint glimmer of blue light, like a flowing galaxy, was slowly waking up inside the crystal.